Good morning, people. Good morning from Palma de Mallorca in Spain. Xavi here from Football Heritage TV. And I just want to say welcome to the transfer window party. Welcome, Tottenham Hotspur. It finally looks like we are clicking into gear and are starting to ramp up our efforts to sign some players. If we look at it already, you look at the Vicario situation. Vicario, Fabrizio Romano has just announced that the clubs could get this deal tied up in the next couple of hours. Personal terms have been agreed, and that Spurs are bidding £19 million in the next couple of hours, and that will be accepted by Empoli. So it looks like that could be a deal that very quickly gets over the line. Now, I did a video about this last night and have since done a little bit of research on it, and the internet has gone mad. The Tottenham Hotspur internet has gone mad. Compilations of the goals he's conceded, as though he's the only goalkeeper in the world that has conceded goals. Compilations showing that he can't catch a ball. Compilations showing this, compilations showing that. Stats for this, stats for that. Look, I feel like it's quite difficult because as much as Spurs fans want to go and sign the best goalkeepers in the world aren't going to sign for Spurs. I feel like, and again, we need to see this guy play properly, but I feel like there is a lot of judgment going on and the Spurs fans are never, ever happy. However, what I would say is let's use a few case in points. Do you remember when Ramsdale went to Arsenal? And everyone turned around and said, oh my God, he's awful, he's been relegated twice, oh, he's a terrible goalkeeper. Yeah, look at them. Hey? It is possible to sign players that people don't rate and they become very, very good. So maybe just a lesson in patience. Maybe are we asking too much? I think people now are looking into the passing stats of the goalkeeper like ridiculously. I get it, it's needed, but it's starting to get really, really silly how we're blocking out any positives from any signing. Moving on from Vicario, does this mean that we're just getting Vicario? Can you see any way in which we buy two goalkeepers? Just a thought, just asking. A few people have thrown it out there. I don't think we will, but just a thought. Just wonder what you guys and girls thought. Then if we move on from that, it looks like Tottenham Hotspur have a big interest in a couple of centre-halves. The first one being Adarabioyo of Fulham, who is 25 years of age. And I've been very impressed with this guy. Whenever I've seen him, whether that was in the Championship, whether that was last year in the Premier League with Fulham, this guy looks powerful, athletic, agile. He looks to have good positional awareness. He looks good with his feet. He came through the Manchester City Academy, so he's had some experience of being at a bigger club through that route. Now, is this another player that if we did look, that fans would look down their noses at and say, oh my God, he's only coming from Fulham? From what I've seen, this looks like a clever signing. I wouldn't mind Tosin Adarabioyo. I wouldn't mind him at all. He looks good. He looks like the sort of centre-half that can step up from a team, and let's face it, Fulham are only a couple of positions in the league behind us, but could step up from a team that are expected to be mid to bottom half of the table and go into a bigger club. Could he be good? Could he be that calming influence alongside somebody like a Romero? Food for thought. What are your thoughts on Tosin Adarabioyo? Great name to say as well. Me, I wouldn't mind him. As I said, he looks calm, looks composed, looks athletic and powerful. So for me, I think that's a great big thumbs up. The next player that's been reported, and both of these have been reported by Romano, by the way, before anyone says I'm making this up, I don't just pluck names from nowhere, is Tapsoba. Now, Edmund Tapsoba of Bayer Leverkusen is another one, 24 years of age, plays centre-half for Bayer Leverkusen and for the Burkina Faso national team. Again, powerful, agile, strong, quick, good awareness, good positional sense. Very good player that is attracting a lot of attention from clubs across Europe. For me, this again looks like a no-brainer. Now, the question I would ask about Tapsoba is he's right-footed. Now, would Postecoglou put Romero and Tapsoba, both right-footed, into a back four? Just food for thought. I'm not saying I wouldn't, just food for thought. Looks to be a very good player. Looks good, looks comfortable on the ball, and I think that's what we need. We need players who are comfortable on the ball, but more than that, he looks like he likes to defend, and I think that's really, really important when you've got centre-halves that want to defend, that want to throw their body on the line. But for me, great age, great physicalities. He's got a good reputation coming up now. For me, again, another no-brainer. I would sign him and Adarabioyo. Now the third centre-half is one that we all know very, very well. It's Clement Lenglet. Now Clement Lenglet, they're talking about a deal being wrapped up in the next few days for 5 million Tottenham Hotspur. Now, I'm not going to dispute that 5 million for a seasoned international footballer isn't a good price. I am going to argue that we've seen him play. We've seen him at Tottenham this year. And is he the guy we need? Very slow, very lethargic. I think he's decent on the ball. I actually think that's probably harsh. He's good on the ball, but I just think he's got no pace. He can't run. I saw him got bullied. We saw him get bullied way too many times last year. So for me, I'm not so sure. I'm really not sure why we're bringing him. Maybe as a backup, maybe as a fourth choice centre back, maybe if Sanchez, Tanganga, Roden, maybe if they all go. But again, would you do that? Would you give one of the youth centre halves coming through, like Alfie Dorrington, Sayers? Wouldn't you give one of those guys that position if they're only going to be playing every now and then? So let me know your thoughts. Moving into central midfield, and again, this is a long shot, but it's been announced that we've asked the question apparently. Always remember the word apparently in these rumours, because what happens is people watch my videos and then come back and go, that's a lie, you said this, and it's like, whoa, apparently, there's no need to get so worked up. Apparently, Spurs have inquired about Xavi Simons. Obviously, Xavi Simons down at PSV, very, very talented 20-year-old attacking midfielder. But PSG have a buyback clause for €6 million. Now, Fabrizio Romano has said the problem with the buyback clause is that the decision doesn't sit with PSG, the decision sits with Xavi Simons, and he can decide what he does with his future. However, let's put that to one side for the moment. I personally believe that if we went for him, that he'd have bigger suitors. That's my only worry. But absolute no-brainer. Get this boy in. This boy is what people get excited about when they talk about players like Kulusevski. This boy is tactically, technically very good, and I would have him in the team all day long. So, there you go. You've had your daily Spurs snippet. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe we'll be doing another video later if anybody should sign or any fees are agreed. But as I said, please, before we just say things like, oh my God, Levy's gone cheap, or second-rate players, let's look into them. Let's do a little bit of research. Everybody have a great day. Take care. And please subscribe. Bye-bye.